Hello everybody. Welcome to a Pilates hip class. We are going to use a small ball today, but if you don't have a ball, you can either use a pillow or look in your kids, if you have kids, look in their playground equipment. A small, just a little squishy ball that they have would work perfect. I used to use one that my kids had before I got a Pilates one. So put the ball off to the side to start, just leave it off to the side, and we're just going to start by warming up. Mine does not want to stay off to the side. So we're gonna lay on down, arms long by our side, our knees up, our feet hip width apart, and just comfortably bent. To start, we're just gonna slowly rock back and forth, letting those knees move so one extends longer and the other bends. So they're just rolling back and forth. I have a little bit of space between my knees. And we're gonna slowly get a little bit bigger and kind of just let those hips roll up off the mat. Just rolling and letting them warm up just a little. Notice how one knee comes out and the other comes down, so they're not glued together. We're not keeping them glued together. We're letting them rock and roll. Good. Make those nice and wide so that you're bringing those knees down to the mat and then over to the other side. You can move your arms out into a T if you'd like. Breathing, you can let that hip come up off the mat. Feel that top hip stretch open. Good, let's do one more, both sides. Good, we're gonna bring our knees up to center. Now you're just going to take your right knee, drop it down and lift it up. Drop it down and lift it up. So you can keep your hands on your hip bones if you'd like, so that you remember to keep your core engaged and keep your upper torso and pelvis pretty solid as we just let that leg come down and back up. Now I'm rolling on my foot too, so I'm not gluing my foot and just keeping my foot glued. I'm rolling to the outside of my foot and then lifting it back up. Do two more here. Good. Bring that knee up to the center, and now we're gonna move our right leg 45 degrees away and do the exact same thing. Just open and then drop the knee down. So open and drop the knee down. Open, all with just our right leg. Our left leg is just hanging out, just in line with our shoulder, hip width. It's our right leg we moved 45 degrees out to the side. And same with before, I'm rolling on the foot. So I'm not gluing it, I'm going to the inside of the foot as I drop that knee down and the outside as I open it up. Good. Go ahead and come back to center. We're gonna bring that foot back in. We're gonna drop that knee out to the side, hold it there as you extend your right leg straight out. Point that leg and now rotate that leg in as you drag it back in. So you're gonna drop the knee out to the side, extend that leg out with your leg externally rotated, and then you're going to internally rotate it as you drag that foot back in. Roll it out, extend it out, roll it in, extend it in. Two more right like this, out, extend, in, and in. Last one, out, extend, roll in, and up. Good, now we're gonna go in reverse, still with our right leg. You're gonna roll that leg in, extend it out, roll it out, and bring it up. Bring the knee in, extend out, roll out, and in. Roll in, extend out, roll out, bring it up. You're thinking of this leg moving in that hip joint. You should feel a little heat kind of warming up in that hip joint as we're internally and externally rotating that leg. Last one. Good. Go ahead and bring it up to center. You're going to come over to your left leg now. You're going to roll it in and out. In and out. I may have a visitor here in a second. I'm at the library. And the security guard, I think, is working on closing up. And it's a new one. So we're just rolling that left leg in and out. We're hip width right now. Good, come back to center. Now we're gonna take that left leg about 45 degrees away. What if I rotate this way if you could see a little bit better? So it's about 45 degrees away, and we're going to roll it in and out. In and out. I don't think this angle helps you very much, so just so you know, but I'm gonna roll back to where I was. So that leg is out at 45 degrees. When we roll in, we feel that top hip flexor stretch, and then we roll it out. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Roll it in and roll it out. And you can kind of mentally, don't use your hands, but just mentally press that knee down and open it up. Press it down and open it up. Good. We're going to bring that leg back in, so we're hip width apart, arms along by our side. We're going to take that left knee, we're going to drop it out. We're going to extend the leg long. We're going to rotate it in and bring the knee in. Extend the leg out, rotate it out, extend it in and bring it in. Roll it out, extend out, roll it in and bring it in. Two more right like this, out, extend out, rotate in and bring it in. Last one, out, extend it out, rotate it in and bring it in. Good, now we're gonna do the reverse. You're gonna drop that knee towards the other knee, extend that left leg out, rotate it out and bring that knee up. Bring that knee in, extend it out, rotate it out and bring it in. Rotate it in, extend it out, rotate it out and bring it in. Two more right like this. Should have a little bit of warmth and heat in that hip joint. Last one. Wonderful. Good. Let's have our arms long by our side. We're going to inhale, exhale, feet are firmly connected to the ground. We're going to rotate our pelvis and then press up into the sky for a bridge. When we're up in a bridge, we want to think of our rib cage down, our pubic bone up, so our core is connected and our backside is working. Now holding it up here, just think of pulling your heels towards your bum. You're not actually moving them, but you're making that initiation to pull them back. It's going to turn on your hamstrings even more. Now we're going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll down, and once we hit that tailbone, we're going to release our pelvis. Let's do that 2 more times. We're going to inhale, exhale as we tilt our pelvis up, slowly roll up, and once we're up, our rib cage is down, our pubic bone is up, we're going to pull those heels towards our butt and feel our hamstrings initiate even more. And then we're going to roll down the spine, our tailbone's going to hit, and we're going to release those heels too. Last one like this, inhale, exhale, tilt the pelvis, slowly press up. Once you're up, pull those heels back towards your bum, breathe, and then slowly roll down and release. Good. We're gonna take our right heel, put it over our left knee. Now we're gonna do the exact same bridge right like this. Before we start, mentally take your right knee and push it away from you. Feel how that feels on that hip. Keep mentally pressing away as we inhale, exhale, and lift up to the sky into a bridge. So we're pressing through our left foot, but we're also mentally pressing our right knee down. We're not letting our hips drop though, so we still have that parallel to the floor. So don't let it tip way down. Keep it up, but press that knee down. Now slowly roll back down through the spine and release. 2 more like this. Inhale, exhale, press up through that left foot, press that right knee away from us, and then roll on down. Last one like this. Inhale, exhale, rotate that pelvis, press up through that foot, evenly press through that foot, press that right knee down and back down. Good. Now this next one, we're gonna press all the way up, hold it up, and now you are gonna rotate that hip down. Press that right knee down so much that you let that right hip down and just feel that stretch a little bit. Breathe, and then lift it up and slowly come down. Take both hands, reach through, grab the back of that left thigh, lift it up, pull it back towards you, and feel that right hip flexor stretch too. My hips are very tight today. You can extend the left leg up to the sky, pull it back even more. Good, and then go ahead and release, unfold everything. and we're going to switch. We're gonna take our left foot, put it over our right knee, arms are along by our side. We're gonna inhale, exhale, press up through that right foot, lift that hip up, and mentally press that left knee away, keeping our hips parallel to the floor. And then slowly come back down. Release for a second, adjust if you need. Inhale, exhale, press on up through that foot, press that left knee away. Breathe, and then come on back down. Last one, inhale, exhale, press on up through that foot, press that left knee away, and come on back down. On this next one, we're going to hold it up, breathe, and now from here, you can dip that left knee and left hip down. Press it down, really mentally think of how hard you can press that left knee down. Press, press, press. And then come back to center, come on down, reach those arms through, grab behind the leg, pull that leg back towards your chest. Breathe. And then lift your right leg up to the sky, make it a little bit deeper if you want. And then you can come on down and release. Now is when we need that ball or that pillow. So if you need a second to go grab that, go ahead and grab that. When you're ready, you're going to lift your feet up into tabletop position. You're going to put that ball in between your knees, and you are going to keep a hand on it because we're going to need that, that support in a second. Your other hand can be long by your side. To start, you're going to just squeeze your knees together as you open your feet away. And then you're going to squeeze your feet together as you open your knees away. That's when the ball would fall out if you weren't holding it. Squeeze the knees together, open the feet, and then close the feet, open the knees. Squeeze that ball, open, and then close and open the knees. So once again, we're internally rotating those hips, and then we're externally rotating those hips. And each time you do it, try to go a little bit farther. Squeeze, 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 and then open, 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 open. Close them and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feet together, open, open, open. Good, we're gonna do two more like this. Squeeze the knees, open, 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 open. Feet together, open the knees. Last one, open the feet. Feet together, open the knees. Good, now let's just internally rotate. So put that ball between the knees. You're going to open the feet and then close. Open, squeeze the knees together and close. And all the while you're doing this, your core is turned on to help hold those legs up there. We're breathing. We're keeping the same space between our ribs and our hips. We're really thinking of relaxing here and then squeezing and internally rotating those legs as far as they can go. Two more like this. Last one. Wonderful. Go ahead and grab that ball, release those legs. Let's roll onto our side. Put that ball off to the side. That one just helps so much to have that ball. So it's no big deal if you don't have it, but it sure is helpful. All right, you're going to lay your back up against the back of the mat. Your legs are going to come to the front of the mat. You can prop your arm up like this, but if you do, you lose a little bit of core connection. Not the end of the world. I find myself propping myself up like this often. But if you can, lay all the way down and then lift your core up and in so that you see how that's lifted? I could fit a pencil underneath there so that it's engaged. We're gonna bend our knees slightly. So they're not a full 90, but they are bent. We're gonna engage our core and we're gonna lift that top leg up. Now my hips are perfectly stacked on top of each other and they're gonna stay there. So if I had a rod going right through my hips, it would hold both hips right on top of each other. I'm squeezing from my upper glute and my outer thigh. My core is engaged and I'm lifting. One more. Good. Hold it down, feet together. You're going to open the knees and close. Open and close.
Now think of a clamshell, but as you can see, I'm not opening that much. And the reason being is I'm keeping my hips really stacked. Oftentimes I see people open a ton, but you notice what happens when you open a ton, you sit that hip back. You want to keep that hip stacked and open up the knees and close. Open and close. So all in here is firing to open up those knees. 2 more. Good. Close those knees. Lift those feet up in the air. We're going to keep our feet together. We're going to keep our bottom thigh, connected to the mat. But we're going to open those knees again. Lift. My hips are still stacked. You can use your top hand for a little bit of support if you need. I suggest putting your fingertips rather than your full palm because it's more tension. You have more tendency to push, push, push. So do those fingertips. Add a little bit of stability. Our core is engaged. Our hips are stacked. And we're squeezing open those knees. Breathing. Give me 2 more. Good. Go ahead and drop those legs. Lift that top leg up to hip height. Now, holding it here, we're going to dip the knee down and open it up. Dip it down and open it up. Kind of similar to what we were doing with that ball, but no ball, and we're in a different position. So internally rotate and externally rotate. Internally and externally. We're dipping that knee down and opening it up. 2 more. Last one. Good. Come back to neutral. Keep that bend in the knee. Bring the knee up towards your chest and then extend it back behind you. Bring the knee up towards your chest and extend it back behind you. I'm not sure if you can see from this angle, but you want to keep that leg the exact same distance away from the floor. It doesn't matter if it's coming up towards your chest or it's pushing back behind you. It's still parallel to the floor at the exact same distance. We're thinking of extending that leg back by squeezing our glutes and our hamstrings and then flexing that leg forward by pulling it forward with our quad. And while we're doing this, we're keeping our core turned on. If you find you're rocking it and rolling, you're going too fast and you're losing it from your hip and you're just using momentum. So pull it forward and push it back. Give me 1 more. Pull it forward, push it back, hold it back. Now holding it back, dip the knee and open the knee. Dip the knee and open the knee. Dip and open. Dip and open. Breathing. Keeping it pulled back there. Keeping our hips stacked. Keeping our core turned on. So much to do. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good. Bring that leg forward. This time kind of push that hip forward or roll it back and feel it stretch just a little bit. Just a little forward and a little back. And then let's roll onto our back. We're going to give a little stretch first. I just worked my left leg, so whatever leg you just worked, take that ankle, put it over your knee, mentally push it away. And now you're going to just roll to the left and then roll to the right. When you roll towards your right, you can press that knee away and then come back and roll towards the left and actually use your left foot to push your right knee down. That actually stretches your right hip a little bit more. So move to the right and push that knee away. And then roll to the left and push that foot down. Good. Come back to center. Now we need to roll to the other side. I'm going to switch this way. Start with your upper back towards the back of the mat. So from your shoulders through your hips all the way down at the back of the mat, your feet towards the front of the mat. Remember, you can have it up here or you can come all the way down and engage that core. We're going to bend our knees. Good. Can't get a good arm position here. Knees are bent, but not a hard 90. They're a nice soft bend. We're going to start by just lifting and lowering. And remember, we're keeping a rod through those hips right here as we lift up and lower. Lift and lower. Breathe. Two more. Good. Go ahead and close them down. We're going to keep our feet together as we open and close. Open and close. Really squeeze that top butt cheek to open up that leg, keeping those hips stacked. So it doesn't matter how far you open, it's how much you use this outer glute and outer hip to open those knees up. Two more. Last one. Good. Close the knees. You're going to lift both feet up into the air, keeping your feet together, keeping your bottom thigh glued to the ground. You can use your fingertips for support. You're going to open up and close. Open and close. Breathing. I like to inhale when they're down and exhale when they're up so that I zip up my car a little bit more. But don't get caught on the breathing. Just make sure you are breathing. Two more. Good. Go ahead and relax those legs for 1 second. Lift that top leg up to hip height. You're going to bend the knee in and open it up. Bend the knee in and open it up. Think of twisting right in that hip and opening right in that hip. So right here, notice my whole torso is solid. It's not moving. I'm moving right within that hip joint. Moving down and up. Down and up. Breathe and up. 3, 2, last one. Good. Come back to neutral. You're going to bring that knee forward and you're going to push it back behind you. You're going to bring that knee forward and push, 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 push back behind you. Feel, think of stretching this hip and then pulling it forward and flexing it forward and push, push, pushing it back and bringing it forward. Still having a rod through those hips. Breathing. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Hold it back. Push it back. Dip the knee down and lift it up. Dip it down and lift it up. Dip it down and lift it. Dip and lift. Whew. Hips are feeling it. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. First, bring that leg forward and just release it for a second. You can kind of press forward or pull those hips back. Just kind of do what feels good for just a second. Good. And then roll onto your back. That was just my right leg, so I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to put my heel over my knee. I'm going to mentally press my knee away, and then I'm going to roll to the right side, and then roll over towards my left side. Think of pressing that knee away, and come over towards my right side. And when I do, I'm pressing my right foot down on my left knee so I feel this hip stretch, and then over to my left side, and I'm opening up that right knee, breathing, and over. Good, 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 good. All right, let's grab behind that leg, come up to a sitting position. Let's sit in a 90-90 position. So we're gonna sit with both legs facing towards the left side.
You're gonna sit up tall, open up that leg so that it's not jammed. Don't jam it all the way in towards you. Open it up so you have pretty much almost a 90-degree with your front leg, and open that back leg. You want that front thigh to come out from your torso, and to start, we're just going to lean over it. Just leaning forward, breathing, feeling that stretch. You can, if you're leaning towards your right side, you can take your left arm and reach it a little bit farther. Breathe. And then come on and sit up. And you're going to twist and grab your back thigh and look over your shoulder. Good, come forward, reach it forward. Reach that left arm. Sorry, I'm off the screen. I'm reaching forward. And I'm coming up, and I'm twisting. Good. You're gonna put your hands back behind you. You're gonna lean back just slightly, and you're going to switch so that both legs switch. Now you're gonna have that torso coming, or thigh coming out from that torso. You're gonna come forward onto those forearms. Hold it here for a second. Breathe. When you're comfortable, reach that right arm forward, feel the side open up. A little bit deeper into that stretch, that inner thigh, outer hip. And then come on up, grab that top thigh, twist, look over your shoulder. Good. Come over that front thigh, reach that right arm forward. And sit up tall, grab that front thigh and twist. Good. And then I like to speed it up a little. So you're gonna try and switch those legs without using your arms. Reach that left arm forward as you reach to the right. Come up sitting, twist those legs, reach the right arm forward as you lean towards the left side. Come up to sitting, twist the legs, reach that left arm forward, and reach. Come up and twist and reach. Let's do 2 more both sides. Go at a speed that feels good for you. Reach, 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 reach. And twist. I always shimmy a little when I do this. I think I'm getting closer to the camera. 1 more both sides. Last one. Breathe. Good. All right, now you're gonna sit and you're gonna take your right ankle, put it over your left knee, and your hands are back behind you. It's a good side view. I want you to pull your left foot a little closer towards your bum and press your chest towards that thigh. And while you're doing so, you can press that right knee out. Now, normally you'd feel it right in here, but to be honest, my inner thighs are so tight that that's where I feel it today. But that top leg should be stretching quite a bit. And just breathe. And then like we did laying down, you can kind of roll towards the left a little bit. And you can roll towards the right a little bit. Listen to your body. Most people like one way or the other a little bit better. Right now, going away to the left feels really good to my body. And then to the right side. But do what works for you. 1 more time, both sides. Ooh, that left, going to the left feels good, 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 everywhere. And then to the right. Wonderful. And then we're gonna switch. Take that ankle off, put your left ankle over the right knee, set that butt down, pull that foot closer, press that chest up towards that, that leg. Breathe. And then when you're ready, you can still slowly start rocking, listening to your body on what feels good, on which way you want to go, how fast you want to go. Not too fast though. And kind of just press that knee away. And then pull it over and drop that right knee. Breathing. do one more both sides. I think I'm rolling away from my arms too. I'm a wiggler. Wonderful. Now we're just gonna extend those legs out so they're both away 45 degrees and just dip that right knee down and just lift that right hip a little bit. Kind of pop into it so you feel that hip flexor stretch. Ooh, that feels good. And then lift that right leg and drop the left leg and lift that hip just a little, just to feel that left hip flexor stretch. Breathe. And the right side, and lift. And the left side. And you can either stay right where we are, or you can come to center, roll all the way down, and do the exact same thing. Drop that right leg down. I kind of like it propped up a little bit more, but it's a little different laying down. And then lift them both up and drop the left down. Really mentally push that left knee down into the ground. And then the right knee down, mentally press it down. Try and connect it to the mat and really feel that stretch to that hip flexor. And then the left down. Good. And then grab behind your knees or legs and roll yourself up. Let's come center. One last one because I can't not, it feels like my body needs it. Bottoms of the soles of your feet together. Let those knees fall down and out to the side. Breathe. You guys did awesome. Hopefully those open and stretch and strengthen your hips a little bit. If you've been coming to class, you guys have done awesome. It's been so fun. If you have not been coming to class and you are local, please send me a message. We have 6-week class sessions and we kind of do a different focus each time. So send me a message. We'd love to join you. If you enjoyed this class, please let me know. Relax those knees. Let's take a nice deep breath to finish. Release. One more. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a wonderful day and like and subscribe. See ya.